Okay. Yes. I'm gonna share it. Yeah, to remind you again, last time we've been discussing people and relationship. We learn about the vocabulary and that it's necessary to be used when we talk about this topic, and then some exam tips that may be come in handy for you during the test day. So we were here, and let's continue from here, everyone. There is some vocabulary to describe character and personality. There are some, yeah.
Speaking for IELTS, second edition.
Oops, sorry. From ambitious up to open-minded. And here is the instruction. Using phrases from exercise 4, make 8 sentences describing the relationship you have. Example, I take after my dad. We both quite careless. Sebelumnya apa? Bentar. Oh, yang ini ya. Sebelumnya ini ya. Jadi get on with somebody, look up to somebody, be in touch with somebody, fall out with somebody. So get on well with somebody means have a good relationship. Look up to somebody means respect somebody. Be in touch with somebody means be in communication with somebody. Fall out with somebody means argue and stop being friendly with somebody. Grow apart from somebody means gradually have a less close relationship with somebody. Take after somebody means resemble somebody in your family in appearance or personality. Grow up together or grow up with somebody means have many childhood and adolescence experiences in common with somebody. Be close to somebody means know somebody well and see or talk to them often. I want you to warming up, yeah. To warming up the speaking activity, I want you to what is it? Make a sentence using this phrase. Here is the example. I take after my dad. I take after my dad. We're both quite careless. I take after mean resembles in personality or in appearance. So I take after my dad. We're both quite careless. Can you give example, everyone? I'm gonna go to Hira. Can you choose the phrases from 1 up to 8 that you like and make a sentence from it? Hello?
Hello, Miss. Sorry, this
Yeah.
break from the toilet. Sorry, Miss. Can
Okay.
you?
Can you choose one of the phrases here and make a sentence?
Okay, like I'm gonna choose the number 2.
Mm.
Number 2. I should make a sentence, isn't it?
Yes.
I really look up to my friend because she's so decided to teaching me badminton and inspiring his students.
Okay. Maybe you can say, I look up to my friend. He is she is a very good badminton player and good and inspiring badminton player. Kamu bisa seperti itu. Look up to, respect. Yeah, okay. Well done. Next, Fafa.
Well, actually, I get on with my husband when we struggle and when we struggled Ya, verb 2-nya struggle apa, Miss?
Struggled.
Yeah, when we struggled and then got our scholarship together.
Oh,
So I think he's the best partner in crime in my future, for my future.
oh, okay. So you mean that both of you are preparing for applying scholarship,
Yeah, the same scholarship.
LPDP?
Yeah,
Okay. Good luck for both of you.
thank you, Miss.
Now I'm gonna practice myself. I'm going to talk about my friend. Her name is Cindy. We met. We have been a friend for about 10 years, I think. I met her in back in 2015 when we were in the same group to attend our academic preparation in Bali. We used to meet up and play together often. I think once a month. She lived in Malang, so I sometimes I went to Malang, but another time she went to Surabaya. However, unfortunately, we grew apart I mean, I grew apart from her nowadays, especially since she was she has been pursuing or attending or doing her uh, PhD program in the UK. Jadi ini namanya group part. Okay, so that's it. Do you wanna practice again, everyone? Just to warm up our muscles, our mouth muscles, so we can speak a bit more fluent. Yeah, because it's like a week we haven't speak in English. Okay, do you wanna practice again or we go on? We go on, yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay. Here, listen to three people talk about their relatives. Make notes as you listen. How do they describe their relatives and their relationship with them? Yeah. Once again, how do they describe their relatives and their relationship with them? You can choose one of these vocabulary for character and personality to answer uh, the speaker describing their relatives. Okay, here we go.
Collins Speaking for IELTS, second edition. Copyright HarperCollins Publishers, 2019. Track 1. 1.
The person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mum, Kate. We've always got on and we hardly ever fall out. I know that's unusual. She's really outgoing. She's always going out with friends and colleagues. Everyone thinks she's good fun. I look up to her because she's so hardworking. She never sits still and she works long hours. She can be a bit impatient, though. She gets annoyed when her colleagues aren't as efficient as her. I take after her in that. I'm impatient too. And she's oversensitive, often getting offended for seemingly no reason.
2.
My cousin Kieran and I grew up together. We were inseparable. He was so creative. He'd always think of new games we could play and make up these stories to make me laugh. I was constantly amazed by his open-mindedness as well. He was never judgmental. I wish I could be like that. Unfortunately, we grew apart. slowly but surely, and by the time we went to university, we weren't in touch anymore. I haven't seen him for years. It's really sad. I would blame it partly on the fact that he's not very reliable. So, for example, if I message him, he won't respond. I'm not sure what he's up to these days.
3.
I know this is a cliche, but I don't get on with my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, Jane. She's so nosy, always wanting to know what we're doing and who we're with, and she's terribly blunt, which means she quite often upsets us with things she comes out with. And then she can be quite stingy. When we go out for a meal with her and my father-in-law, she never offers to pay, even though they're much better off than us. I must say, though, she's extremely clever, and I do respect her for that. She set up her own business 5 years ago, and it's gone from strength to strength. She's so self-assured and ambitious, too, which I suppose is why she's so successful in business.
Okay. So, can you answer number 1? Which character and personalities vocabulary that the speakers number 1 use when they describe or he describe his relatives that they are really close to?
Outgoing,
Outgoing, yes.
impassioned,
Yes, impatient,
oversensitive,
oversensitive, yes. Lagi? Outworking. What about number 2?
creative,
Creative. And then
open-minded,
open-minded.
reliable,
Okay. Number 3?
nosy,
Nosy,
blunt,
blunt,
stingy,
stingy,
ambitious,
ambitious,
clever,
judgmental. What about good fun? I think one of the speakers used this vocabulary, good fun.
first,
The first speaker. Nice. Okay, nice everyone. Well, these are, you have listened to 3 speakers describing their relatives by using some vocabulary related to character and personality, and also the phrases that show relationship like this, yeah. So I hope after this, I want you to listen again while looking at the transcription. Once again, the reasons why I ask you to do so, because I want you to learn how native speakers, you may say that, describe their relatives. Remember, everyone, the topic about discussing relatives such as family or friends, it's often, it's a common topic in IELTS. So it is very important for you to understand and capable in talking or speaking about that too by you know using some vocabulary related to that, or phrases, or the way you do like native speakers would do. Okay, listen. The structures and the structure and how they build up their ideas when talking about their relative and family and friends. Yeah, here we go. This one. Here is the transcription, and you may take note for some vocabulary that alien for you. Oops.
Collins Speaking for IELTS, 2nd edition. Copyright HarperCollins Publishers, 2019. Track 1. 1.
The person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mum, Kate. We've always got on and we hardly ever fall out. I know that's unusual. She's really outgoing. She's always going out with friends and colleagues. Everyone thinks she's good fun. I look up to her because she's so hardworking. She never sits still and she works long hours. She can be a bit impatient, though. She gets annoyed when her colleagues aren't as efficient as her. I take after her in that. I'm impatient too. And she's oversensitive, often getting offended for seemingly no reason.
2.
My cousin Kieran and I grew up together. We were inseparable. He was so creative. He'd always think of new games we could play and make up these stories to make me laugh. I was constantly amazed by his open-mindedness as well. He was never judgmental. I wish I could be like that. Unfortunately, we grew apart, slowly but surely, and by the time we went to university, we weren't in touch anymore. I haven't seen him for years. It's really sad. I would blame it partly on the fact that he's not very reliable. So, for example, if I message him, he won't respond. I'm not sure what he's up to these days.
3.
I know this is a cliche, but I don't get on with my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, Jane. She's so nosy, always wanting to know what we're doing and who we're with, and she's terribly blunt, which means she quite often upsets us with things she comes out with. And then she can be quite stingy. When we go out for a meal with her and my father-in-law, she never offers to pay, even though they're much better off than us. I must say, though, she's extremely clever, and I do respect her for that. She set up her own business 5 years ago, and it's gone from strength to strength. She's so self-assured and ambitious, too, which I suppose is why she's so successful in business.
Okay. Is there any vocabulary or words that you are not you don't understand? And although I'm pretty sure that you can digest all of them. Okay. While listening to the speakers, do you notice the intonation that they use? And by intonation, I mean the pronunciation. It include intonation and also stress or stress words in a word or in a sentence. Yeah. For example, I ask you how's these people mana ya? Misalnya ini ya. In this sentence, which word that the speakers stress more and put less stress on? Yang mana yang ditekan dan mana yang kurang ditekan?
Yang ditekan klise.
Klise gitu ya, klise. Apalagi?
Get on.
Get on gitu, get on gitu ya. Ya, gitu. Well done. Jadi intonasinya juga kalau agak unfortunate, intonasinya a bit falling or something, just like this one. Gini. Ini kan because this is sad or unhappy situations, if you like. So this intonation should be also expressed for sympathy or like regret or what. So you have to do that, yeah, everyone. So by giving intonation in your what is it? Word speech, I mean voice speech, it can makes your speaking sounds more natural and more understandable by the examiner. It can give the your speaking dynamic. Yeah. Makes your speaking dynamic. That's what I mean. And let's talk about the word and syllabus and word stress, yeah, in word. Yeah. For example, in this word, which syllabus in this word that the speakers stress.
Sparable.
No, bukan insparable. Insufferable. Insufferable. Ya. Mana lagi ya? Ah, ini. Yang mana?
Patient. Impatient.
Impatient. Oke. Ada lagi tadi. Eh, ini.
Yang belakang?
No, ya. Ambitious. Ambitious. Gitu. Kalau yang ini gimana? Jadi di sini ya. Kalau yang ini.
Di depan.
Gimana cara bacanya?
Definitely.
Ya, definitely. Definitely. Coba listen again ya. Saya suka gitu dengarkan orang native itu ngomong. Coba ya. Intonasinya soalnya. Ups.
Collins Speaking for IELTS, second edition. Copyright HarperCollins Publishers, 2019. Track 1. 1.
The person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mum, Kate. We've always got on and
Definitely. Kalau ini, family,
Family.
yes. Lagi ya, coba.
Collins Speaking for IELTS, second edition. Copyright HarperCollins Publishers, 2019. Track 1. 1.
the person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mum, Kate. We've always got on and we hardly ever fall out.
Jadi go on. Ini Britishnya, go on. Fall out. Jadi di belakang, di onnya. Seperti itu ya. Nanti I'm gonna share this along with the audio, and if you like, you can listen again. You keep listening many times until you understand or familiar with the different stress, yeah, in different words, and also stress in a sentence. Apart from that, you also learn how to the intonation that you can make, so which can make you sounds more natural. Okay, everyone. Any questions so far before we move on? I think we will do a lot practice here. Okay. Now, vocabulary modifying. Read the following guidance on modifying adjectives. We can use adverbs like really and so before a positive adjective, everyone. Yeah. For example, she's really outgoing. He was so creative. He was so creative. Jadi if the adjective is positive, you can add the adverb like really and so. So really and so is to make a stress that the person is really outgoing. Gitu. Number two, we can use the same adverbs before a negative adjective, but we normally do this only if we do not like the person or are angry with them. So if you think that the person that you are describing is quite negative and you feel offended often, you are often offended by her and you're upset with her or him, then you can also use the same adjective, which are really and so prior to the adjective. For example, she's so nosy. She's so nosy. Yeah, she's so nosy. But if it's natural, I mean, if you don't find it offensive, or they do not upset you, but you know that they have negative character, then you cannot, I mean, not cannot, then you can leave these adverbs. You can say she's nosy, for example. Okay. Number three, if we say something negative of someone, for example, she's impatient or he's unreliable, it can sound rude or too direct. Yeah. We often soften negative comments for this reason. Here are two ways of doing this. By using can be a bit, for example. She can be a bit impatient though. Gitu tadi. She can be a bit impatient though. With not very plus a positive adjective. This is the polite way to describe negative character. He's not very reliable. Jadi daripada apa ya, unreliable, you can you use the positive one, but you add not very. Yeah, jadi he's not very reliable at times though. So please use this way to describe characters of people or person. Yeah, once again, if this is positive, you can add adverb really and so prior to that. And if this is negative character and you are angry with them, then you can add the same adjective, but in a normal or natural situation, when you describe negative character, you you can soften or you can be more polite by using two ways. By adding can be a bit, like she can be a bit impatient, or she can be a bit stingy though. Kayak gitu. Habis itu kasih contohnya atau kasih keterangan gitu. Next, by using the positive one, but before that you add not very. Yeah, jadi he's not very clever. Yeah, instead of he's stupid because it's too rude. Okay, so you can use them. This is exam tip for you. If you use a character adjective to describe someone in the exam, you should expand on it or explain it. Yeah. Just like what I said, when you describe some adjectives character adjective, you then follow with some explanation or examples which can show the character adjective that you mentioned. Here's the example. She's really outgoing and sociable. Outgoing and sociable. And you proceed with explanation. She's always going out with friends and colleagues. Yeah. He's not very reliable. So, for example, if I message him or if I email him, he won't respond. She's terribly blunt, which means she quite often upsets us with the things she shares. Nah, gitu. Jadi setelah apa namanya adjektifnya, tambahi dengan contoh atau dengan keterangan. Oke? Next is, well, why don't you practice describing one of your relative, can be your family and can be your friend. Okay, you can say, I'd like to, for example, I ask you to tell about the relative that you are really close to. So you can begin your speaking by, the one that I would like to talk about is blah blah blah, or one of my relative that I am closest to will definitely be my mom, for example, kayak tadi awal. Atau langsung aja, I am really close to siapa-siapa gitu ya. Habis itu apa namanya, seperti contoh, dijelaskan what she is and what characters they have, yeah, and then you explain or give example. Am I clear, everyone?
Yeah, Miss.
Tadi kalian ngerti nggak apanya sit still? Ini loh. She never sits still.
I don't
It's a good,
understand.
sit still mean leye-leye gitu.
Oh,
Atau tenang-tenang gitu. Itu sit still. Okay? Kan hardworking. So she never sits still and she works long hours. Kan bisa pakai contoh ini ya kalau mau menerangkan tentang hardworking. Or you may want to discuss with something else. It's you can. Okay? If you are ready, then you can begin. Anyone can start the example.
me, Miss.
Yeah, Papa.
So I'd like to talk about my best friend. She's Anna. Actually, we are inspirable at the time when we were in boarding school, but currently because we have our work in different place, so so I grew apart from her, and I can say that Anna is one of my friends that really sociable person, because she is often make gather with my friends. For example, she was the one of people who initiated charity activities during the fasting month in Ramadan.
Yeah. Well done. Aku bisa bilang gini, since we work in different places,
Oh, okay.
since we work in different places, or since we work apart,
Okay.
we start growing apart from each other. So yeah. Okay, nice, Ryan. Ryan, Papa. Sorry, because I'm reading the name in your profile. Okay, next everyone, siapa yang mau? Ada? Maybe Yola. Halo, Yola.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, I will start. I'm going to talk about my mom. I could say my mom is my closest friend and my best friend. She's really caring and lovely. She is outgoing and responsible woman. I really love her being care for me when I was sick. She always offered me a bunch of foods that she bought in traditional markets such as lemper, um, and then uh, some traditional food. And she always makes me a cup of tea whenever I got home from work. But now we are living separately, so I think that would be a good idea for me to visit her this year. And I couldn't wait for her warmth, love, and warmth welcoming back again in Indonesia.
Okay. You can say, but we still keep in touch. Misalnya, I always text her using, I always communicate her with using social media like WhatsApp misalnya. Gitu ya, tambahin. Very good, nice ya lah. Next, Hira.
Hi, Miss. I would like to talk about my mate, who is also my close friend and someone I truly admire. Although we are in long distance relationship right now, our bond remains strong, and he has had a significant impact on my life right now to continue my master degree. We first met through of my professor at the international conference in Singapore, where we had the chance to discuss various topics about the conservation, about the environmental and sustainability. Over time, we got to know each other better, and our connection grow up naturally. And currently, the distance it's our problem right now. So just like.
So Hira, it is true ya, true.
True.
True. Kayak apa kalau di McD gitu apa?
Drive
through. Nah, kayak drive through. Nah, itu bacanya through. True. Okay, nice everyone. Okay, well done. Next, this is vocabulary that you can use when you want to talk about family. That is extended family, nuclear family. So extended family means your big family. Mean extended family is addition of family, addition family member besides your main member family. Main family member, sorry, main family member. You can say extended family include grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins. Yeah, so extended family. Next, nuclear family. Nuclear family is very famous or popular these days in modern era, like today's. So many people decided to have nuclear family instead of extended family. Because a nuclear family consists of just parents and children. Parents and children. That's it. Yeah, it's the most common family unit, nuclear family. And then stable upbringing. Here is the example. I was lucky to have a very stable upbringing without many disruption or enforced changes. Stable upbringing. Upbringing itu adalah perawatan pengasuhan ya growing up Yeah, growing up. Jadi, okay, stable upbringing means yeah, growing up in a family or the way their parents educate you and take care of you in the family. So that's upbringing. Next, it is said, I can say that for people, for orphan people, for orphan kids, I think instead of stable upbringing, they have not a good upbringing because parentless. So they are parentless. That upbringing, yeah. Oh, or this one. My friends who grows in a divorced family experience unstable upbringing, and it causes long effect to her future or her life. He or she end up in addicted to drug. This example, yeah. In the real, I don't have a kind of friend. It's just example. So stable upbringing. Next, birth order. It is said that birth order can be determining factor in character, meaning that the first child, for instance, often exhibits more ambition and sense of responsibility than their younger siblings. Do you agree, everyone? Birth order can have a role in determining our character or our personality. I am the middle because I am the third child in my family. What about you, Fafa?
I'm the first,
Do
actually.
you do you agree with this statement?
Mm, truly agree.
Okay. Next. Should children in dysfunctional families be removed by the local authority? Dysfunctional families mean the family's role is problematic. Perhaps the parents are divorced or the parents are toxic, or they in the way that they often abuse their children and so on and so forth. Yeah. Or not abuse, or maybe they abandon their children. So dysfunctional families. Yeah. So should children in dysfunctional families be removed by the local authority? Next, the maternal instinct that belongs to mother. Yeah. The maternal instinct is said to create a close bond between mother and child. Maternal instinct, perhaps, yes, I do agree. 7, because of the rise in divorce rate, single parents families are becoming more and more common. Can agree more. 8, Sri has very happy childhood memories, while Danny looks back on his youth with regret. 9, a very close connection developed between Ipin and his brother Upin. Yeah. By attending preschool, children may learn to build a relationship with other kids. Ini 11. Because domestic violence takes place behind closed doors, the extent of this crime is often hard to measure. Sorry. It's often hard to measure. Domestic violence means violence that happen in a household. Next, 12. Some people believe slapping and other forms of corporal punishment should be labeled as child abuse, and the perpetrators. Kayaknya keliru deh. Iya bener. Yeah, I mean this quite right. The perpetrators should be prosecuted. Perpetrators mean the criminal. Yeah, the criminal. Next, Kiki bears a striking resemblance to her mother. Kiki bears a striking resemblance to her mother means the same. Yeah. Sangat mirip itu, striking resemblance. Kiki bears a cara pemakaiannya begini ya, a striking resemblance ini noun. Striking ini adjective, resemblance ini noun. Jadi pakai karena ini noun phrase jadi pakai determiner. Kiki bears a striking resemblance to her mother. Luckily, due to my family connections, I was able to get a job in Dunkin' Donuts. Nepotisme ya. Next 15. My immediate family consists of 2 sisters and parents, my parents. Okay. That's immediate family. It's the opposite of extended family. So immediate family is the main member in family consists of including the parents and the siblings. Yeah. Hamdan comes from a very well-to-do family, means wealthy. Yeah. Well-to-do family means wealthy. So he can, or you, if you like, rich family, a well-to-do family. So he can afford to study overseas. 17. It is claimed that musical ability can be inherited characteristic, passed from generation to generation. 18. My husband comes from a close-knit family. Ini ya, sangat sering dipakai, often used. A close-knit family. They all get together at least once in close-knit families, that a family that has close bond or strong bond between family, perhaps because they meet often. Yeah. So I think Indonesian family almost has a almost have a close-knit family because they usually live together, everyone. I mean, for children who don't married yet, they still live with their parents. However, if they work, perhaps they can choose to live apart. Not should, yeah, but they choose to live apart, especially when they work in a distance, or for example, in another country. But in a Western context, if the children or the child is 18 years old, they should live apart from their family. Maybe they hire, bukan hire, they rent a apartment, or maybe they buy the house. You know that, right? Because I'm sure, I'm pretty sure that you watch Western movies, everybody. So I think almost Indonesian family is a close-knit family. I say almost, yeah, not all, almost. Okay, any question? So everyone, these are vocabulary that you can use when you want to describe family. Yeah, Fafa, you turn on your microphone.
Yeah, yes. How about my my family, because I live with my parents and also my young sister, but my husband live here too, so it's kind of nuclear family, though, or
It's immediate family.
oh,
Immediate family, yeah.
if
Immediate family.
if I live only with my husband and my daughter, is nuclear
Clear,
family.
not clear family, yeah. Yes. Is that answers your does it answer your question, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Other questions? No? Okay. Next. It's practice, everyone. I know we have been discussing speaking part 2. Yeah, so far. But for practice speaking this time, I would like to start with practicing part 1, so that you don't forget. So there is relevant apa ya? So there is a relationship between part 1 and part 2. So you have context there. Okay? And the part 1 question is only one, so it is one for all. So there is no different question. But for part 2, you may get a different answer. So one question for each of you. But for part 1, all for all, one for all. Okay. You wanna listen to some examples of IELTS speaking part 1 test, and after that, I mean, you will learn how the examinee or the IELTS test takers answer or respond to that question, and then after that, it's your turn with the same questions, of course. Yeah, here we go.
Track 2. Tell me something about your family. What do you like doing most with your family? Who are you close to in your family?
I think
In what way is your
I'm gonna go directly to the second audio, which provide you with the question along with the answer. Here we go.
Track 3.
Tell me something about your family.
Although I live abroad now, my mum's family is from Paris and my dad's family is from Toulouse. So I'm from a very French family. I would say I come from quite a small family, really. For example, I just have one older sister and 4 cousins. But it's true that my extended family is fairly big.
What do you like doing most with your family?
I like having nice long meals with good food and drink and a few jokes for dessert.
Who are you close to in your family?
In my family? Well, I'm close to my uncle Jacques. He's a chef. He's hilarious, always telling jokes, and he's very enthusiastic about everything he does. We spent a lot of time together when I was growing up. In fact, he helped to bring me up.
In what way is your family important to you?
My family is everything to me. They are my best friends, and they support me when things aren't going well. And when things are going well, I know they'll always be there for me, no matter what.
Okay, these are some examples of IELTS Part 1 questions related to family and relationship, and also examples of response to that question. So now, where is Yola? Yola is leaving, yeah. Okay, now it's your turn, everyone. This time, just like the example, the questions will be from the machine. It means that I will not say the question, so you have to listen carefully to the speakers. I will pause after each question, so it can give you time to answer. Do you understand?
Okay, Miss.
Yes. Let me grab my pen and my paper so I can take note. Okay. I think I will start from Hira. Are you ready, Hira?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Here we go.
Track 2. Tell me something about your family.
Okay, well, actually, okay, well, to be honest, I would say my family is a really, my family is a really like meaningful for myself, support my study, and also the important someone in my life.
Okay.
What do you like doing most with your family?
Okay, what I love most is the warmth and understanding in my family. No matter what happened, we always support each other. Another thing I appreciate is that we respect either each other space, which make our home a very peaceful place to live.
Who are you close to in your family?
I would say my sister because my sister will support me with my dream to continue my master degree in the board.
In what way is your family important to you?
My family really important to myself for the support my life. I would say for the example, just like my dad, when I have like a problem in my life, my dad always support me and also give me a motivation, and I was chill I will and I was chilling me like going to somewhere to refresh my mind.
That's the end of part 1, Hira.
Okay.
So Hira, I think the way you respond and answer to that questions is you almost answer the same information. I mean, you almost repeat the same information. Yeah. Maybe when you answer question number 1, describe your family. You can say um your father's where your father's from, and where does your mother from, and where do you live. Do you from a small family or quite big family? How many sisters do you have?
Sorry, miss. I didn't understand. Sorry.
I think if you, just in case you have the same question, like please describe or tell me about your family. You can answer like that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, miss. I'm very sorry.
Okay. And then there are misuse of some pronunciation. Yeah. Uh, um, for example, in question number 2, in the last question, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, this question.
the last question. The example is, how important is your family to you? You say my family is really important to myself. To me, I think, yeah, to me,
Yeah.
to me, and support me for our life. Jangan for, ya, support me to,
Two.
ya, di penggunaannya. And my father is chilling me. Nggak bisa itu.
Yeah, sorry.
Ya, aku bisa begini. Aku bisa begini. My father always there to me. For example, if I am down because of something bad in my academic life, she or he always take me out to some restaurants, for example, just to chilling out, to forget about my problems in a moment. And then we, during the meal, my father would ask and would give me some advices and solutions to my problem. Begitu ya, bukan my father is chilling me out,
Yes,
bukan.
sorry, miss.
That's fine, nggak apa-apa. Di sini, kalau di sini nggak apa-apa, tapi kalau di nanti jangan begitu, oke?
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Next, Fafa. Ready?
Yeah, miss.
Here we go.
Track 2. Tell me something about your family.
Well, actually, my family is quite big because we are consist of my parents, my brother and sister, and um, among us there are two. My young sister who is still in senior high school, and one young brother who is still in junior high school.
Okay. Sorry.
Track 2.
Oh, wait.
Tell me something about your family.
Saya lanjutkan ya.
What do you like doing most with your family?
Yuk.
So actually, when I have more time, I really enjoy to gather with my parents in the outdoor activity, like looking for new food in new places, even in another city.
Oh, okay.
Who are you close to in your family?
Oops. Ayo.
Well, I really close with my mother, to be honest, because I really enjoy to talk anything with her. And other than that, my mother like to go shop in department store as and it's my one of my favorite hobby. So we are have same uh activity that we really like uh to do together.
Close to in your family.
Habis ini ya.
In what way is your family important to you?
So basically my family is really warm in all condition. So I can say that it's quite essential for my life. For example, my parents are very supportive uh, in all aspect of my life, especially to continue my education. So she's really, my mother, she's really sportive and give dua every day for my future.
Okay. Well, Fafa, I think this time you don't use your vocabulary enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you have lots of vocabulary that you can explore, but not this time. For example, when you answer question number 2, no, not sure which one, which question, but the question is about who you are close to in your family, kan gitu ya. You said that your mother because you have the same hobby ya kan ya.
Yeah.
Ada frasa yang bisa kamu pakai. We have a lot in common.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot in common itu termasuk hobi yang sama atau kesukaan yang sama, misalnya begitu ya. Jadi one of the reasons why I am really close to my mother is because we have a lot in common. For example, we share the same hobby. I and my mother liked going shopping. Gitu kan?
Yeah.
Nah, jadi kamu tadi pakai namanya pakai itu ya, kamu menggunakan we have a lot in common, we share the same hobby, we share hobbies. Share hobbies itu artinya punya hobi yang sama gitu. What do you mean by warm? Warm. My family warm. Apa itu? Hangat gitu ya.
Iya. Hangat di segala kondisi maksudnya.
Yeah, I don't think it's the how to use the way to use warm here. Apa ya? Lovely maybe. Or we have strong bond gitu mungkin ya.
Iya.
I think warm, cool. It has to do with uh
Uncollocation. Apa
no,
uncoll?
it has to do. I mean the vocabulary, the word warm, cool. It's about apa itu?
Weather ya,
Uh,
season.
Yeah, to be specific is uh, apa sih? Itu loh.
Temperature.
Temperature gitu.
Kan
Ya,
biasa
jadi
keluargaku hangat-hangat gitu, Miss. Enggak ya?
ya itu we have a strong bond kayak gitu.
But Miss, actually
And supportive.
I don't get clearly for the second question. What is about?
Your family that you are close to.
No, the second.
Most with your family.
Oh, what you doing? What do you like to do most with your family?
Most, okay. Tapi
Gitu.
benar ya Miss jawaban saya ya?
Iya, get together kan kamu.
Gitu.
Mm-mm. Kalau
Okay.
aku, if I were you, I would say, well, we like our each other company, so the things that we enjoy the most is get together and listen to each other's stories about their life, what they up to. Sometimes we go out to visit tourist places or maybe do a spiritual journey. Spiritual journey, what is it? Do you know what I mean by spiritual journey? Ziarah itulah. Do you think it's a good
Sorry,
way?
Miss, apa tadi ziarah?
I know that I make it up by myself, so I'm not sure whether this is correct phrase or not. Spiritual journey?
Oh iya iya iya.
Bukan
Make
ya?
sense.
Apa ya ziarah itu?
Because it's often activity for gather in my family also.
Ya, jadi kalau bilang sometimes we go out to do ziarah. Ziarah means we visit some spiritual places like visiting the famous
Ancestor.
ancestors, kayak gitu ya, bisa. Bilang aja ziarah, tapi nanti dijelaskan apa itu ziarah. Oke? Okay?
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss.
Once again, do you have any questions about speaking part 1? Both of you. If you don't, let's continue with speaking part 2. Yeah. Just like what you did just now, you will listen again to examples, question and answer. Coba yang ini. Oh yeah, example and answer. Here we go. This is the question, yeah, and here the example answer.
Track 4.
One of my best friends is a guy called Raul. I met him at university in Barcelona, where we were in the same study group. When was that? I suppose it was over 10 years ago now. So, yes, we've known each other for a good decade. We got to know each other on the tennis courts because the first few days of our course were so boring that we both decided we'd be better off outside playing tennis. What kind of person is he? He's very active, a sporty type, involved in hiking and mountain biking, a bit of an adrenaline junkie. He's also a very determined person. When he gets into something, he gives 100%, and he changes passions often. That makes him a bit of a self-absorbed person, actually, which I'd say is a drawback. And I think he comes across as full of himself sometimes. I mean, a bit too sure of his own opinions. As for why I like him, well, he's actually quite different from me. At university, he'd often suggest doing something, and I'd go along with it, and because I'm laid back, I never felt overwhelmed by him. We've never fallen out or anything.
How often do you see your friend?
Well, Because we live in different countries, we don't see each other that often, but we try to catch up on a fairly regular basis, say 3 times a year.
Okay, that's the example. Now, I want you to, I think there are some question here you can choose from. But I think you can start with this question. I would start with Fafa. And then for Hira, I think we will do this. Yeah? This is for Hira and this is for Fafa. Okay. Fafa, now I'm gonna give you here your question and I'm gonna give you 1 minute to prepare. Yeah, I'm gonna set the timer. Wait, mana, time. Oh, ini. Okay, you can start your preparation from now.
Okay. Benar, benar. Wait, wait.
Okay, your preparation times is done. Now you can start your talking.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to talk about my best friend, my partner in crime, to looking for the information about the scholarship. She's Anna. I've been known this kind of my best friend since 2019 when we are came in one of the university in Surabaya. It's called UNAIR. At the time, we were um, look for information about the scholarship for magister, and because we have a lot in common, for example, to search anything about the scholarship, I mean like preparation, how to uh, get the best score for the TOEFL ITP. And she's really outgoing person, I think, because she really easy to say yes when I need to go to some place. And I think she is clever as well because she can publish more than 10 articles in a year. And so the important one is sociable. I really like to be I really like to be her friend because she because she's always there when I need my friend, when I need Anna. So yeah, it's quite important for me because in every single time we need kind of supportive person to
Okay.
build our big dream in the future.
Okay.
No, sorry, Miss. Totally.
Yeah. A perk of being a mother. Mother and student.
Yeah.
Gini. A perk of being student mother. Okay, there are some mistakes in grammar ya. We are, tapi kamu ganti langsung we came in. Tuh. We were looked for, no, we looked for.
Oh, okay.
Ya. Kamu bisa begini. I met her in, misalnya di mana, in tempat kursusan misalnya. I met her in a course place. The place is a course for preparation, TOEFL preparation. And we are attracted each other because we have a lot in common misalnya. We are excited atau we are pursuing our master degree and excited to find some information about how to upgrade our skills just to meet the requirement, the language requirement for the scholarship. Misalnya begini, misalnya begini, we have a lot in common. We were at that time we were scholarship hunter kayak gitu. Bisa. Katanya begitu ya, scholarship hunter and gimana? Apalagi gitu ya. Itu ya, Fafa ya. Tadi karena mungkin terdistract oleh bayinya, jadi
Saya aja nggak sempat tulis yang 1 menit, Miss. Itu saya rancang di pikiran.
oh ya, sudah lumayan bagus berarti. Apalagi nanti kalau mencatat ya atau memplanning gitu. I can understand your condition because I am myself a mother too. Okay, Hira, this is your time now.
Okay, Miss.
Describe an environmental problem that has occurred in your country. You should say the cause of the problem, what effect it has had on your country, the steps, if any, that have been taken to solve this. Explain why you think this problem is so important to solve. You have 1 minute to prepare. Do you understand the question?
Yeah,
Hira?
Miss. Yeah, Miss.
Your preparation time begin now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Your preparation time is done. Now you can start your speaking.
Okay, thank you for the question. I would like to talk about the environmental problem in my country. I work as environmental specialist in Medan City, so it is interesting question for myself. I live in Indonesia, and one of the biggest environmental problem we face is deforestation. The issue has been happening for many years, especially in the land of Kalimantan and Sumatra, where the large area of the forest has been cut down for the palm oil plantation, farming, and for the mine industry. Deforestation has a many negative effects for the environmentals. First, it destroyed the natural habitat of the animal, including species like orangutan in Sumatra and also tigers. And the second is the causes of the the air pollution due to the forest fires, which often happen during the dry season. In some cases, that smoke from the fires spirited to like neighboring country, and also the effect for the environmental cases. It had the many problem for the human life, for the soils, and also for the water, and for the air pollution is not good for the human body. And the last is the last is the contribute to climate change as a tree because tree absorb the carbon dioxide, and cutting them down lead to more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Many people and organizations in Indonesia have been joined before, just like such as conservation in Sumatra, have a try to solve this problem about the orangutan life in the jungles and their wildlife. The government has many strict laws to protect the forest, but the government rules is really weird though right now, because the system of the government right now is a really I can say they're not care about the environmental. They just like take everything in environmental. For example, for the gold mine in Sumatra, in North
Okay.
Sumatra.
Can stop. Well done. I mean, you can extend and you can manage to talk within 2 minutes. Yeah. Talking about the topic environmental problem. However, there are something that you need to prepare. Yeah. The first is, the good one is because one of the main reasons why you perform well is speaking part, especially in terms of the lexical resources, because you have used many lexical resources, good lexical resources related to the environment, because maybe this is very familiar to you. This
Yeah,
topic.
means because I don't like environmental problem in Indonesia.
Yes, very good. But there are some misuse of preposition once again. Affect in, yeah.
Effect in.
No, affect on.
On.
There are the deforest. You just now mentioned that the environmental problem is deforestation. Yes.
Deforestation, yeah.
Yeah. So you can say this deforestation has many negative impact for salah ya, negative impact on harusnya on many aspects of life, misalnya one of the example is some endangered species like orang utan lost their homes or habitat. It causes these endangered species reduce they're endangered. Yeah, they become endangered because they cannot stand their new habit, which doesn't fits to their life, misalnya. Itu terus contohkan yang lain. Tapi tadi kamu oh kok ini? Have you explained about why you think this problem is so important to solve?
Why this?
Karena
Why you think this problem is important to solve? Iya, Miss. Tadi Hira bilang, I mentioned about di bagian kayak di in the middle lah, Miss.
okay. The
But I
thing
forget
is,
about it. I just talk.
for Hira and Papa, just like what you have learned from the theory that you do not have to explain all of the bullet point, but you must explain. You must talk about these.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to talk about all of the bullet point. You can choose some that you think it is easier for you to talk about. Okay?
Okay. Oh ya, Miss, kalau misalnya kayak belum selesai gitu kan, kayak tadi kan Ira kan udah selesai waktunya, tapi nggak sempat jelasin yang bagian bawah ini gimana?
Mending kamu harus menjelaskan ini
Oh,
daripada
bagus.
oh.
Bagus ininya dulu gitu jelas ya.
Mending misalnya kamu jelasin ini dan ini misalnya.
Oke.
Nah, ini bisa nanti gitu.
Oke.
Kalau kamu khawatir, kamu akan run off the time when you start explaining this or talking about this.
See.
But if you don't, kalau enggak ya taruh belakang nggak apa-apa. Misalnya, it is very easy to talk about the cause of the problem, which you can spend short time to explain it. Then you can put this description in the last gitu. But if you are afraid that you might run out of the time, then it's better to put them at the first after the cause, what effect, and then explain why this problem is so important to solve. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Besok sebelum writing kita praktek lagi ya. Biar banyak prakteknya speaking. And I hope tomorrow you can have better performance than now. And
Yeah, Miss, I have one more question. My question is, sometimes I forget about using like a daily conversation in the IELTS, like daily conversation with my friend, like kayak gini, Miss, kayak the daily conversation itu terbawa di speaking itu gimana, Miss? Itu nggak apa-apa, Miss?
kayak apa?
Misalnya kayak like do, kayak tambahkan do di belakang, Miss. Sering kan seperti itu, Miss.
Do itu kan do apa itu? Do itu.
Iya, Miss. Itu nggak apa, Miss?
Nggak apa-apa loh.
Oke.
Speaking is different from writing loh ya. In writing you have to be formal. In speaking no. You can speak like usual, like you can do it in everyday apa namanya? In everyday conversation, but you still have to use some vocabulary that related to the topic, or even you have to what is it? Use less common words gitu. Although you speak like you use like you do in different in everyday life conversation. Does it answer your question, Hira?
Yes, Miss. Thank you for the answer.
Okay. Do you have any questions, both of you? Ya ada? Papa?
Nope, Miss.
No. Okay. I think because now is 8:47. I think we can call it a night, everyone. And let's continue tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow we're gonna do practice once again. Yeah. So we're gonna start our class tomorrow with speaking practice part 1 and part 2 with konteks ya. Jadi part 1-nya ngomongin apa, nanti topiknya di part 2-nya juga sama gitu. And every one has a different question. And then we start discussing writing task 2. Okay? I think that's it. Thank you everyone and have a nice rest. See you tomorrow. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Welcome.